and thinking and how to use food to help you get more creative and breakthrough thinking and good stuff. And if you're going to use food to help you kind of relax and recover, what do you do? So the idea that when I started working, when I was going to school, we're basically taught how to grind. Like you just you show up, you just work as hard as you can until you collapse at the end of the day and kind of move on with life, right? And they do that day after day. The more effective way is this oscillating mode where you kind of go all in, push yourself hard. And so those peaks where you're, at the top, that's when you're kind of all in, creative thinking, everything's activated, full engagement, as Jim Lear termed it. But then at the bottom, you're like fully recovering and you're fully kind of relaxing and you're fully letting things synthesize in your brain. And it was cool talking with Danny about this and how much overlap there is with food. And so if you go to the next slide, Danny's going to talk about three things. How do you use food for peak energy? And in particular, building like a pantry. So you have a bunch of ingredients in your house to build up, peak energy moments and amplify that. It's how do you get yourself into fight mode using food? And then recovery, the same thing. How do you get yourself into relaxation mode using food? And then there's like some deliberate spikes. So let's say you need to kind of force a peak or force a relaxation. You can use food to kind of help you do that too.
And we're talking always about the percentage between your brain and your gut. Every energy in your body comes from food, right? But you got the food energy storage in your body. The control tower for that is your brain. So how you use energy for something, which could be fight or flight, is always a decision that comes from your brain. But if you have long-lasting food, like long-lasting energy food like this one, you're going to have a cycle. So your body's going to go into like a long-lasting time of energy. You're going to be more productive. So if you eat it like Coca-Cola, pizza, pasta, whatever you got, you feel like it, but in half an hour, you're going to feel tired. Because the first thing your body takes from as a source of energy is the sugar. Mm-hmm. But the sugar is the one is, lasts very, very short time. But if you want to have a long-lasting energy, you need fat. Yeah. That's the best thing you can eat. It's like 20% of your calories you burn when you're thinking, just when the brain functions. So you need long-lasting energy. And it's the best way to get this is from nuts, from avocados, whatever is rich in omega, sardines, salmon, tuna, mackerel, that kind of stuff give you this kind of energy you need.